Hello everyone, this is Andrea and you're watching our Southern Nest Adventure. This is going to be a video in regards to the Reborn Doll Collective's Ines and her constant interference in other people's sales, buys, etc., box openings, and the like. So I have been following her, as you all know, for quite a while, and there have been a couple of things that have really been bothering me about her flip-flopping as far as rules that she perceived as rules in the community that pertain to buying and selling dolls, and what is expected and what is not. And the issue I have is that she seems to have completely different rules when it comes to her buying and selling of dolls versus the rest of the community. Like I said previously, this is a reborn doll community, and this is not a dictatorship. We don't have a queen or king here. And even if we did, Ines is not it. So I want to tell you a quick story. Last year in August, Ines bought a silicone doll. It was a prototype. There's only 5 of them in the world, painted by Katy Winters and Ulrike Gall. I don't know if Ulrike is the one that sculpted it and Katie painted it. I think that's the way it goes, but it could be the other way around as well. I'm not quite sure, so don't hold me on that. So she had a box opening in regards to this doll, and this is actually the box opening, and this doll is actually the reason why she started calling me a racist, because I called this doll a tomato baby. Now, you will not find this video anywhere on her channel because that video has since been taken down by her, and it's also been taken down by Katy Winters, and I just happen to have it, and I also have a second video that I will also show of the doll that she has now. So this doll, I'm going to let you watch a little bit of a clip, but I will post the link, if I can, on my channel here, so you can watch it. This doll was bought or received by her August 19th, I believe, and the day before she was in a live where she talked about that she was receiving this doll, or she had received it, and she promised the artist, Katy, a box opening on her channel, and which she did. So this is the box opening. I'm not going to show all of it. I'm just going to show some of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Right here, and you guys can pretty much guess what's inside. It's a reborn and silicone, and we're going to go ahead and open the box. This doll came all the way from Germany, express, so the transaction went really smoothly and the shipping was lightning fast. So I'm going to get to the box opening because I'm really excited to see this little baby, and let's get started. What a beautiful presentation from the artist. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is so gorgeous. Let me just see if I can lift that up a little bit so you guys can see what we're looking at here. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, the artist has, you probably can't see that, but I wonder if I can open the whole box up. I might be able to do that. And here's a little thank you.
Okay, so you can see she was completely happy with this box, with the box packing. Everything was great. So let's see if we can move a little bit further into the video and take a look at the baby. All right.
So, and there he is in the silicone form. So he is, and then this is the artist information. She just sent a little thank you. Here's the artist information. And oh my goodness, look how small he is. Oh, he's like totally newborn, and this beautiful hair rooting, so soft. From what I know is that he has alpaca alpaca hair rooted. And I'm gonna put him into something that I wanna see him in, but look at his little outfit. So he is painted to be like if he was just born. That's why he has a lot of the red tones. Oh my goodness, and he's 6 pounds. I believe I can't remember if he's 18 or 20 inches, somewhere between that. But he is very small. This is the photo album that she included. Look at that, so cute. I love that. I love that she took these the time to print these pictures and put them into a nice little photo album. So cute. So cute.
Okay, so you can see clearly that this baby is a very red looking baby. So let me show you something else in just a second. Okay, we did not see this baby again until October. October, I think 8th. I think it was October 8th we saw this baby. And as you can tell from the pictures, this baby is the same sculpt, the same artist, the same sculptor. There's only 5 of them in the world, but this baby looks completely different. The coloring is completely different. And I have a video on this from last year. I believe it was October 8th and 9th also, where I noticed that and I said there is something fishy going on here, because this is not the same baby and this is a completely different kid. Now let's see what she has to say about this.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my little tiny silicone. Well, he's not that tiny, but he is 6 pounds, so he's lighter than the last silicone I had. A little bit of his details. He is sculpted by Ulrika Gall, and he was reborn by Kati Winter. Look at him, so cute. He is an EcoFlex 10-20, mostly 10, so he is a little bit softer and floppier than a traditional like 20 or 30. So definitely more squishy. His little legs.
Okay, when she's talking about the other silicone that she had the silicone about a year ago that was not this sculpt, it was a different sculpt. The silicone, the red silicone that I showed you earlier, she named that baby Maxime, or Maxime, I think Maxime, and she named this one Tristan. Like I said, there are only 5 of them in the entire world. So I did do a little bit of research on, and you can do that as well if you're interested. If you don't believe me, I'm not going to put this on here because I'm also familiar with the German community as far as the reborns are concerned. And so I'm not going to tell you where I got my information from. All I can tell you is this red baby was shipped back to Germany, and she then Ines basically got this brown flesh colored baby in exchange. All I can surmise is that a couple of things happen. Either she definitely sent the baby back, the red one, and she got this one. So I don't know why Kati Winters would take this doll back, because let me tell you something about how Ines bought this doll. This red doll was bought on eBay in an eBay auction. The baby looked completely the same as what Kati Winters put in her photo album of this baby, completely red. And this is somebody, some people like the red babies. That's fine. I mean, I'm not saying anything negative or positive. It's, art is, is subjective. And, but clearly, Ines didn't like it. There was nothing wrong with this baby. There was nothing wrong with the box opening. There was nothing wrong. There was no defect on this baby. It was just that the baby was red. And under normal circumstances, I wouldn't even have questioned anything. It wouldn't even bother me at all, because it's like, it's not my business. I don't care. It's her deal with the artist. But when she then goes after somebody like me or Dollatorium and puts her, her feelers out there and her opinion out there, when she has done this to an artist, I find that problematic and not right. Um, the only way that Kathy Winters would ever take a doll of that value back, um, is if there was a good reason or she felt like she had to. So I'm just assuming that Ines probably put her spiel into this, that she's a big collector and she's got a lot of followers, and let's make a deal. You take your videos down of my box opening, because that video was also on Kathy Winter's Facebook account and also on her Instagram account, the box opening that I just showed you. Um, so you know all of this whole video is completely off everyone's side. So if this was all legit, why is there no box opening of this baby? What happened to the box opening? Why was this not explained? Why this baby all of a sudden looks completely different? And like I said, this is only my assumption, but my eyes don't. Sorry, I just had a phone call. Anyway, my eyes work pretty well, and I can tell the difference between red and brown, or red and flesh color, or, this is definitely a different baby. I don't know if you can paint a silicone baby or not. I have no idea. All I'm saying is, you bought this baby for $4,500 or around $4,500 in an auction on eBay. You saw the pictures. I saw the pictures as well, and they were red. And you bought this baby anyway. And so, who is at fault for buyer's remorse here? I think that would be you. And this is not a $200 doll or $500 doll or $1,000 doll. This is a $4,500 loss that this woman now had to eat, because you changed your mind, because you had buyer's remorse. Now, I think, unless you can come up with some scenario that you want to explain what happened here, because that red baby is clearly gone, and this baby all of a sudden appeared out of nowhere with no box opening, with no explanation what happened. So I think what you tried to do was tell Kathy Winters, look, you just sent me a baby that is a flesh color like my skin tone baby, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to take this video down. The Reborn community is not going to remember things, and I'm going to post this baby a couple of months later when I receive it, or a couple of weeks after, and just pretend like it's the same baby, and people are not going to question. My friends, all that know, will not say anything, and the community as a whole is not going to question it, because maybe they won't remember. I think that's what happened here, and I think that is disgusting. And for you to talk about me not being able to afford a $700 doll, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You were commenting under the Dollatorium video. You were mentioning my name again, and I would have never brought this up if you wouldn't have mentioned my name again to another reborner that had also an issue, and constantly bring my name up. every time you do it, I will do it to you, and I have many more of the where these came from. Um, so, I when you say, she had a $700 budget. No, I didn't have a $700 budget. You don't have no idea what my budget was. And furthermore, let's talk about that doll that you sold me, and where you say in your live that I didn't watch, that you talked about changing the body. Yeah, you talked about changing the body, I guess, in the beginning of that live stream where you were selling the doll. You know full well that I wasn't there in the live stream. I didn't get into the live stream until midway or almost towards the end. When I said, hey, when I realized on my phone that you were having a live and we were in the middle of dinner, and I popped in saying, hey, I'm taking him, not realizing and not understanding how come he didn't get my DM on Instagram where you posted this doll first. At that point, it was your responsibility to say to me, listen, I in the beginning of this video, I talked about this doll, and that changed the body of the doll. So the weight is different, the size of the doll is different. So if you want me to put the original body on, I will do that. I'll talk a little bit more about the details. You did none of that. None of that. So that's on you. So no, what you were talking about yesterday with that reborns.com. Yeah, that woman did a lot of in-depth talking about the doll and what you can expect and the size and yada yada yada. But it's all, you can write a 5-page essay on a doll when you sell it. That does not mean it's true or it's factual. It all depends on how you see the baby when you see it up close and personal. And I will, at the end of this video, we'll show 2 pictures, one from you and one from me regarding that JC, and so people can see the difference between the 2 dolls and what the difference pictures make. So you have not seen that doll, that Sam from Dollatarium. You did not see it up close and personal, and I didn't either. So, but this collector has seen this doll. So that's all that counts. What you feel about this is not important. It really isn't. You are not, you have nothing to talk about here doing what you just did. Let me just roll a little bit of this video.
They're a little bit curled in. Lots of details in his sculpting. And he has a very newborn look. His hair is rooted, mono-rooted, beautifully by Kathy, and she used alpaca to root his hair. So you guys can look at his movement as I change him. His little neck is not ball jointed, it is one solid pour. His neck is sculpted so that it's always kind of looking to turn to the left. So that's why I have him in this position. So I gotta support his head so that his little his head won't flop back.
So you see that this is a completely different baby, completely different skin color. The sculpt is the same, but the skin color is completely different. So either way, it does not matter if this woman had to repaint this doll to make it right for Ines, or if it was even possible, or if Ines asked her to send a new doll. In either way, it's wrong. Especially wrong since Ines made a big stink about putting a pacifier in a doll that was advertised with a pacifier, with a magnet, and I was never told about the change of the body. So those little minute things she had an issue with, but she expects an artist to take back a $4,500 doll. And she finds absolutely zero problem with that. If she can explain any of this, a rational explanation would be great. Other than that, I can only surmise that she, that this was bias remorse on her end, clearly. To layman's eyes, this is, without doing a lot of digging, this is very much bias remorse, and in the value of $4,500. Um, and this is unacceptable to me. It is completely unacceptable. Now this is how the baby was advertised on Kati Winters on the eBay auction. This is what Ines saw. This is what she saw. And this is what she got. This is what she got. And this is what she wanted, and this is what she returned the doll for. And as you can tell, 1 of 5 in the whole world. Now tell me what part of this is right. I don't see any part of this as being right. None. And for the people that are in her camp, for them to be okay with that, or for them to close a blind eye to this, like Katie, and going after the Dollatarium, is ridiculous. You need to just be quiet. You guys have no room to talk here. None. Zero. Zip. None. Talking about what other people can afford, why don't you sweep in front of your own door? That's all I have to say. All right, everyone, I just wanted to set the record straight, and if I can, I will link the both of these videos so you can watch it from beginning to end. Like I said, the red one was bought in August, the brown one was bought in October, and in the meantime, this one here I saw on Kati Winter's site in September. So this is the same one that she had on her site in September. So I can only assume that it's the same baby because there were only 5 altogether. So so I just wanted to keep them honest here, and let's not assume we are something we are not, Ines, because you have no room to talk here about anybody and their purchases on on as far as silicones or reborns or anything for that matter. None. Because what you did here is horrid, completely horrid. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're having another storm coming in here. I will try to make a more fun video tomorrow, but since my name is put out into the universe again, I had no choice but to make this video again. Anyway, be kind to one another. Let your love multiply. And don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. Thank you. Take care.